Get ready for a fall full of fireworks on General Hospital. Twists and turns, suspense and surprises, anchored with emotion. Preview co-head writers Elizabeth Corta and Chris Van Etten. Our characters are going through a lot, facing challenges, making mistakes. There are triumphs, failures, wrong turns. What makes it matter are the emotions they experience, why they make the choices they do, and above all, the love the characters have for each other. Familial love, fraternal love, deep abiding friendship, and always romance. Below, the writers give a full breakdown to TV Insider about what to expect over the next few months on the soap. Port Charles is a powder keg, the duo reveals. A single spark is all it will take to set it ablaze. But who will light it? That spark is already igniting as the most buzzed-about current storyline centers on Drew Quartermaine's Cameron Matheson, shocking shooting by an unknown assailant. Over the past year, Drew has evolved into Port Charles's public enemy number one, and the writers have relished the creative possibilities. A canvas can suffer from having too many heroes, they point out. By leaning into Drew's relative outsider status within the Quartermaine family, we were able to reimagine and empower his character. To his mind, Drew has been slighted and marginalized. Now that the Quartermaines have cast him aside, closed and locked the door behind him, Drew has been unleashed and is capable of just about anything. Casting news. The soap has been busy behind the scenes with several major casting moves that will continue to bring new energy to the canvas. Kelly Thiebaud's back as Britt Westbourne. Rory Gibson is the new Michael Corinthos, and Ryan Pavey, who previously played Nathan West, will reappear this month. The show also scored by bringing in six-time Daytime Emmy Award winner Erika Slezak, best known for her iconic role as One Life to Love's Victoria Lord. Each new and returning character comes with high-stakes story potential. Britt will reframe the dynamic at the hospital, jumble romantic and family relationships, and be at the center of plenty of heartache and drama, the writers reveal. Plus, she's a smartass who has a hard time knowing when to hold her tongue. She'll stir up tons of trouble for herself and others, including Jason, Steve Burton. The full impact of Ryan's return won't be felt all at once. But you can bet that the Scorpios and his many friends will be reeling for a long time to come. To say nothing of Nathan's original family, Britt, Nina, Cynthia Wetros, and Albrecht, Kathleen Gotti. We're in hock big time to executive producer Frank Valentini for coaxing Erika Slezak to come west and play with our cast. She's a class act and a powerhouse. We can't wait to see how her character challenges the status quo in Port Charles. New storylines and honoring a Port Charles legend. Drew Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson. Drew's path this fall might lead to ruin, or even an early grave. His bold moves and transgressions have earned him a raft of enemies. You can only push people so far before they push back. The death of Monica Quartermaine, Leslie Charleson. Monica's death will devastate the Quartermaines. None more than Jason and Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott. The family will come together with much of Port Charles to say goodbye to a woman who was an integral part of the community for nearly 50 years. For most, it will be an occasion for mourning and togetherness. But for a few, it will mark an opportunity to be seized. Into all this steps Erika Slezak's character, who arrives bearing surprising connections to the Quartermaine clan and mysterious ties to others on the canvas. Pavey's arrival means a huge new mystery and romantic chaos all around. How did Nathan survive his shooting by Caesar Faison Andershove? Where has he been? How has he changed? How will he deal with Maxie's Kirsten Storm's illness? Who will help him pick up the pieces? Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard. Sonny has trouble on multiple fronts. Christina, Kate Monsey, has his brother Rick Hurst, bound and ball-gagged in Alexis, Nancy Lee Grawn basement. Michael is at war with Drew, and Dante, Dominic Zamprogna, is estranged from Giovanni Mazza. As if all that isn't enough, his empire faces an existential threat, and Jens Sidwell, Carlo Rota, is not a traditional adversary. He is not, so far as we know, the head of a criminal syndicate, and he doesn't rely solely on violence to get what he wants. with assistance from Drew and Laura's nemesis Ezra Boyle, Daniel Cosgrove. Sidwell has weaponized the democratic process against Sonny, putting his future into the hands of the voters. Public relations is not typically a friendly battleground for mob bosses. Justine Turner, Nazanin contractor. ADA Justine Turner aims to make a name for herself. And taking Sonny down would do just that. But Sonny has an angle on her and thinks he can use it to box her in and disarm her. As we progress into the fall, we'll have to wonder, does Sonny have the better of Justine, or is it the other way around? Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, Britt Westbourne, Kelly Thibault, Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens, Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, Rocco Falconeri, Finn Carr, and Liesl Albrecht, Kathleen Gotti. Britt can hardly stand to breathe the same air as Jason, but she'll need his help just to stay breathing at the Five Poppies. Sometimes compromises must be made. Jocelyn, Eden McCoy, and Vaughn Bryce Durfee also face long odds, torture, and death at the otherwise idyllic resort. The foursome won't escape if they can't all work together. And a bigger threat to Britt's survival may loom in the form of those she left behind after having faked her death to flee Port Charles. It's an open question as to whether she'll come home to a warm welcome. Dante and Lulu will be none too pleased when she rears her head again, especially given Rocco's nascent interest in his origins. This story will play out for some time to come, drawing in assorted Quartermaines, Falconeris, Spencers, and Corinthi. Maybe even a Cooper.